RJMetrics is a cloud-based data infrastructure and analytics platform. It's our mission to empower users at organizations to make data-driven decisions. So like a lot of product managers out there, our team, we came across a massive problem where we knew that we had so much customer feedback and we couldn't quite figure out how to access it.
The challenge is essentially that feedback comes from all directions at all times. And so one of the problems that we had here at RJMetrics, and the reason that we went to go find NomNom in the first place, is that we were sitting in a product management meeting trying to figure out what to do with this fire hose of information coming in. And it was coming from everywhere. We had customer success people that would have phone calls with customers and relay that information to us. We have marketers, we have sales guys doing the same thing. We have our own product managers out in the field doing interviews with different people and bringing that information back. And all that data lived in different places.
I think the breaking point for me was when I knew that there was something that a customer had said, and I spent an hour searching for this piece of feedback across Zendesk and Intercom and Trello and email and Google Docs everywhere, and I just couldn't find it. And I realized I had spent an hour of my time on a completely fruitless search.
As much as we try and be our own customers, as much as we try and envision how the software is going to be used, it's really hard to do that effectively across a wide scale of things. And so I've worked with, over my career, I've been a developer, and now I've been a product manager. And I think the hardest problem to solve for those two jobs is putting yourself in the shoes of the customer and trying to design a product and build a product in the way that you would want to use it.
Since we've been using NomNom, we've been able to access customer feedback in a much more streamlined and efficient way. It's been a godsend to us, really. We've been able to act on feedback more easily and help make sure that it's a real centerpiece of any project planning that we're doing.
I get emails all the time from different parts of the company saying, hey, a customer said this, or a prospect said this, or a customer had a problem with that. And my process in the past was that they would sit in my inbox. And I didn't want to file them because I'm like, this is important feedback. I don't need it right now, but I'm going to need it at some point, and if I file it, I'm never going to find it again. And so my inbox was filled with all this customer feedback. Now when that information comes in, I happily forward it to NomNom because I know that it's going to be there when I want to look for it. Now I have the ability to take that data, point to it, and point others to it. So if they say, what is the evidence for this particular feature that you want to make? Then I can point them now to NomNom and say, go look in there yourself, search for these keywords, look at these smart tags, and you can see all the different people that have requested this particular feature. I'm not making this up. These people are actually interested in that. And so the ability to point people in that direction is key. The other thing that's really helpful for us is that we also get the question all the time of, I got all this useful feedback from a customer, what do I do with it? Now we can give them the NomNom email address and say, just forward it in there, and we'll know that it's in there, and we can go find it when we need it. So there's no longer a question in their minds as to what to do with this feedback.
So we've been using NomNom across our organization. So it started out as just something that the product team was using, and then after we saw the value, we realized how other teams could experience that and get value out of it as well. So we've opened up NomNom to some members of our marketing team. We thought that it was important for them to be able to access firsthand exactly what customers are saying and how they're saying it. One thing that we've really loved is how flexible it is, and it opens up the opportunity to sort of get what you want out of it, which is awesome.
Ultimately, your users are the ones that are going to buy and use your software. And so if you build stuff that they don't want, and then they come in and use it and they don't like it, and you ignore their feedback, you're not going to be around very long. User feedback is really the way to validate the decisions and to allow us to make changes to those decisions and change our mind as to what we want with actual data to back it up.